Greetings YouTube, Diamond Woods 12, back again another video. Here to give you guys, and surprisingly I haven't done one of these in forever. Excuse me, haven't done one of these in like forever. A Power Ranger video. Hadn't done a Power Ranger video in a while, so I'm decided to do it. This one's gonna be about episode 2, because I just watched episode 2 of Super Samurai. All the things I'm talking about Power Rangers, I would talk about Samurai. But another thing about Power Rangers, I have a lot of Power Ranger fans on YouTube now. There will be more Power Ranger videos to come. But I also have people requesting media-related stuff, so mainly people that I know and people that like to watch my videos, which I thank you guys for doing. But they've been requesting a lot of media-related stuff, like entertainment media, stuff like that. So I've been doing stuff like that, but I'm gonna get back to my first love, which is the reason I started doing videos. I started doing Power Ranger videos, so I'm gonna get back to those. And the season reviews is one person in particular has been asking for them, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this. No, I'm not trying to sound like a dick, and I'm not trying to sound like a jerk or anything, but in the words of Linkara, the Power Ranger historian, the season reviews are gonna be done when they're done. When I have time to watch all the seasons, to watch the season I'm reviewing. I know right now I'm currently watching Time Force. I'm trying to find bits and pieces on the internet of Time Force, because I don't have Netflix anymore. Well, I could get Netflix again, but I'm probably not going to for a while. But I'm currently in the middle of Time Force. I'm like trying to find like bits and pieces of episodes online, so that's hard to do. So I haven't done a season review in a while. And the last season review I did was Lightspeed Rescue. It was in after season Lightspeed Rescue was in. But the Power Ranger season, but sum that up, the Power Ranger season reviews are gonna be done when they're done. But anyway, to get back to the sum of things, with this whole basis of this video, episode 2 of Power Ranger Super Samurai wasn't as good as episode 1. Now I do like now, like, I think they might start doing this, start showing the Rangers actually doing more training. Because at the beginning of the episode, Mike and Kevin, they're training. They're cutting up fruit with their swords. And somehow Emily's doing something with her symbol power. And some big rock or some big boulder, and it comes charging at Mike and Kevin. And they're basically trying to use their swords to cut up the boulder, try to stop the boulder. And Mike says something kind of like, what was the line? What if our swords can one day, are so powerful that they can cut through a boulder? That line was I would say this: the dialogue is getting better. First season the dialogue sucked. This season the dialogue is getting better. It is getting better, the dialogue. Just want more character. What I really want for the season now is more character development. And then Kevin, after Mike said that, Kevin said something like, "So well, just please be thankful we never have to go." I know Kevin's lines, because how he says the lines, it makes him memorable, because he can't act. And we all can agree, Najee, who plays Kevin, is the weakest actor on there. It just seems like, to me, come from an actor's perspective, somebody that studies acting and studying acting, it seems like to me he's trying too hard. He's trying too hard at the lines. It seems like he's reading the lines instead of like acting the lines. I seems like he's just reading the lines. But anyway, at the end of the episode, I was talking about Kevin's line. Kevin said something like, "Just be thankful we never had to face a monster that powerful," which is basically kind of foreshadowing, meaning this monster in this episode. Since they're sitting there talking about how powerful their swords could be if they could cut through boulders, and because Mike does reference Decker's sword, and anyway, then later on then we cut to Jaden and Mia at the supermarket. Well, I guess at the downtown market. And what gets me is, are they supposed to be in Japan? It's never noted as to what town they're in. It's never noted as to what town they live in. That's I'm wondering, are they in Japan? That's my question. Anybody, if you guys know, let me know. Put it in the comment box. You can also go ahead and wiggle that little subscribe button up there. And thumbs up the video if you want to. But anyway, that's just me promoting. But anyway, they Jaden and Jaden and Mia, they're like market or whatnot. They're buying groceries, and Mia's telling Jaden how to cook something. Hold on, I got to take the message. But anyway, they tell she's saying how you gotta mix certain ingredients, and Jaden's looking like, okay, you still can't cook. And I'm sick of this storyline of, we all know Mia can't cook. I don't know why I want to call her Emily, but we all know Mia can't cook. Leave the storyline of Mia not being able to cook alone. I mean, if you're gonna do a storyline, make it kind of interesting. I wish one of the characters, will fly to tell the girl, Mia, baby, you can't cook. And if a character were to do that, I would want it to be Mike. Because to be honest, I think Mike's the strongest out of all the actors on that. Acting wise, to me, I think Mike's the strongest. The character that plays Hector, I think he's the strongest. The actor that plays Mike, he's the strongest, I think. But anyway, so then we see Antonio, who's fishing, and he's fishing, and somehow he drops his phone, his morpher. And Bulk and Spike find it. Now, I'm gonna say this about Bulk and Spike. This is the last time you're gonna hear me say something about this. I'm happy Paul Schrader's back as Bulk, but it seems like Spike's trying too hard to be Skull. I know he's his son, but he's trying, and that's the most annoying. Skull's laugh wasn't even that annoying. But anyway, Bulk and Spike find Antonio's phone, and Bulk says something like, "A true code of the samurai is to always return a stolen, a found item to its original owner." So they're on the quest throughout the whole episode to find who is the rightful owner of the phone, who the other phone is. And Antonio's sitting there with music in his earphones on, sitting here listening to music. And the Rangers are constantly, so then we see Jaden and Emily. Why do I want to say Emily? Jaden and Mia. Mia must not be that important of a character to me. But anyway, Jaden and Mia, they're the first two to encounter the monster of this this episode. It's like a shell type monster, and it reminded me. I agree with ASD Classified when he reviewed this episode. I agree with him. Me being a Mighty Morphin fan, it really did remind me of like shell shocked monster from season 1 of season 2 of Mighty Morphin. Was that season 1 or 2? I can't remember what season it was. Anyway, I do agree with him. I really do. It kind of reminded me of him. Anyway, the monster is too powerful. Jaden and Mia basically get that ass whooped. They really basically get dusted. Anyway, somebody's texting me. Anyway, throughout the episode, the Rangers are constantly trying to contact Antonio, and Antonio's nowhere to be. We know where he is, but they don't know where he is. And they call his phone and his voicemail. He has a voicemail. And at the end of his voicemail, he says something like, "Get back at me," or "Get at me," or something like. I know it was "Holler back." I couldn't remember what it was. "Holler back." I'm like, Antonio trying to sound black. Go ahead, Antonio. Anyway, I kind of like Antonio's character. Anyway, so then we see, yada yada, Bulk and Spike trying to find a rightful owner of the phone. And the Rangers fight the monster again, and then Kevin makes up some plan to defeat the monster by using water or something like that I think kind of trying to use evolution or something like it to destroy the monster, like science or like technology, something like that to kill the monster. And they basically somehow cracks his shell, and then it's time for them to use the black box. And we all know it. I can just already tell, every episode they're gonna use the black box at the end. At the end of the battle, at the end of the fight, before the mega monster mode, they're gonna. I'm gonna rant about that in a minute too. They're gonna use the black box. And this Kevin's turn since he's second in command. He's the second in command. And Jaden used it the first time in the first episode. The second episode, Jaden's going to Kevin use it. And I'm probably going to take it the next episode. Mike's probably going to use it. I don't think Antonio's going to use it. I'm not for sure. I haven't really seen that much of Shinkanger anyway to know that. If the Gold Ranger uses that much, so I don't know. But anyway, Kevin uses it. He basically with ease runs through the monster. The monster's destroyed. Mega Mode battle, which is one of the longest Megazord transformations ever. It looks great. I like it. I like the presentation of the Megazord battle, but they could shorten it. But that has to be in Power Rangers history, one of the longest Megazord battles ever. Not battles, like Megazord transformations. But yeah, this literally has to be one of the longest Megazord transformations ever, in my humble opinion. But anyway, the sum is all episode up. In the episode, Bulk and Spike decide to just not look, because they decided that basically they were going around in circles. So they throw the Bulk throws the phone down, and so they just basically leave the phone where they found it. And Mike and Emily walk up and see Antonio's morpher there. And Emily says something like, "So Antonio, he probably didn't even know the morpher was gone." I was like, well, no. He's a freaking Power Ranger. You think he's not? You think if he didn't? I know he probably the morpher dropped out of his pocket, or out of his bag, or wherever it dropped out of. I wasn't really paying attention. I don't know it dropped. He dropped out of something. But he was listening to music and he couldn't hear his morpher, so of course that I'm like, Emily, yeah, you see the guy sitting there with earphones on. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. You didn't have to say it. It's kind of pretty obvious he didn't know where he really didn't know his morpher was gone. But anyway, that's where the episode ends. This episode was really kind of a Kevin episode, because it was the episode where he used the black box. It was really more of a Kevin episode. But anyway, if I had to give an episode a grade, I'd probably give it like a 3 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5. I'll probably say that. 3.5 out of 5. But anyway, that's what I would grade it. Matter of fact, in a couple of minutes, I'm gonna watch the third episode. I'm gonna review it later on today. I'm gonna start reviewing most of the episodes of Super Samurai. Didn't do this with the first season, but I never really liked the first season. But I'm actually kind of enjoying these episodes so far. It wasn't that bad of an episode. I mean, episode 1 was better, but it's okay. And episode 2 was okay. I'm sorry, my nose itches. But anyway, yeah, that's about it for my Power Rangers Super Samurai episode 2 review. I'm gonna be back somewhat tonight with my episode 3 review. Peace. This is me checking it out. Thumbs up this video, subscribe, share it, do what you like. Peace. God bless. I'm out.